Yeah, he gave kind of the classic trans activist argument, to be honest with you, saying that it's not the government's role to interfere, that this is a decision that should be made by doctors and by parents. And that sounds very reasonable to someone who knows nothing about this. But there's one right that parents don't have, and that's the right to abuse their own children. And what this is child abuse, pure and simple. We have dishonest, unethical doctors who are essentially a part of a cult, who are harming children. They should know better. A lot of them do know better, but they're hurting these kids anyway. And then we have heavily indoctrinated parents who think their 3-year-old boy is a girl just because he's a little effeminate. It's totally insane. And it is the role of government to stop child abuse from happening. So he weaseled out of this. I think he was too afraid of trans activists, and who knows what other lobbyists got to do. But the good news is that Ohio has a supermajority of Republicans, so they can override his veto, and I expect that to occur. This is happening in some other states as well.
Emphasizing the paramountcy of parental authority in guiding their children's lives. A consensus emerges regarding the imperative notion that parents ought not to wield the power to potentially jeopardize their children's well-being through such decisions. Simultaneously, advocating against governmental intervention, which could introduce misconceptions, ideologies, or doctrinal teachings to minors, becomes imperative. This discourse encapsulates one of the myriad risks that could impact the mental and physical welfare of children, or safeguard them against irreversible choices. If we perceive this argument as a proactive stance shielding children from potentially detrimental decisions made by parents and select medical practitioners, it implies the necessity for a critical reevaluation of individual authenticity and societal standards. Consequently, it champions an acknowledgement of children's rights and the preservation of their fundamental identity.
What do you think?